humans from orangutans too, even at lunchtime, because both species are at risk of contracting the new coronavirus. These orangutans are under lockdown and have had to stay in their cages for months.
Since the jungle school is closed, we can train them to find and introduce them to get some forest fruit. So we bring the forest fruit to them. So it's like bracken and termites nest and all the forest foods. So they can learn from that.
Their meals are delivered wrapped in leaves, so they have to figure out how to get the food. Useful practice for when they're later released into the wild. The cages are disinfected twice a day. Hygiene is of crucial importance. The teams who care for the animals rotate every 3 weeks. Before they start work, staff have their temperature taken, another coronavirus precaution. They shot the video for this report themselves.
Orangutan DNA is 97% identical to that of humans, so they're extremely susceptible to all our diseases, especially those affecting the respiratory tract. That's the main reason why we've imposed such a strict quarantine.
Deutsche Welle has been reporting on this project for years. The aim is to prepare orangutans for survival in their natural jungle habitat, in the Bukit Tigapulu rainforest in central Sumatra. Many were rescued as orphans, often held captive as pets under terrible conditions. They had forgotten, or had never learned, how to move through the treetops, forage for food, and build nests. Their keepers at the jungle school teach them all these skills, usually out in the forest itself. This was before the coronavirus pandemic. The lockdown can only be relaxed once the pandemic has been contained. This is not good for the animals. Their fitness deteriorates, and they become bored, even lethargic. Those that have already been set free currently lead better lives.
We're still continuing our work to monitor the behavior of the orangutans.
Should any orangutans here catch the coronavirus, they won't pass it on to other ones in the wild. What's more, they tend to be naturally self-isolating creatures anyway, and don't hang out in big groups. The team faces the challenge of protecting their wards from possible infection while also training them for release. This video was shot a couple of years ago. There is no guarantee that a self-sustaining population will emerge here again. Over the past half-century, 80% of the region's rainforests have been cut down to make way for vast plantations. On our last visit, Peter Pratje stressed the importance of saving the forest and teaching the orangutans survival skills. The number of COVID-19 cases among humans in Indonesia continues to rise. The project has a backup plan if the lockdown goes on for too long. It will release its orangutans into the wild before they've completed their schooling, but will then provide them with longer-term support out in the forest.